So now you're sitting on 200 kilos. How do you get rid of that much weight? Because you've never seen that much weight before.
Well, at the time, I was moving 50 keys a week, so it's a natural progression to go to 200. I end up going back to every guy I ever dealt with before and negotiating with them. Negotiated a deal, we came to terms, and I became their plug.
Okay. Well, with this game comes the jealousy, comes the kidnappings, comes the robberies, comes the snitching, comes the violence, and you had to deal with all that.
Mm-hmm.
There was actually a kidnapping that happened with one of your guys.
That's true.
Talk about that.
Oh my God, this dude, he's so blessed to have me in his life because literally if he would have called me 10 minutes later, he probably would have been dead. I was on my way out of town and he called me and, basically talking about bring $400,000 down to these guys. And I was like, for what? And he's like, I'm kidnapped. And you know what happened to kidnappers, man? They was putting the bats on them. They was treating them real bad. And long story short, I ended up paying this ransom. I ended up giving them like $75,000, $85,000. And they let him go. Now, if I wouldn't have took that money down there, those guys who had him, they was real killers. They would have took him out. He know it, I know it, and everybody that know about the story know he would have been offed.
Okay, what happened to those guys ultimately?
Oh man, dude, the guys who kidnapped him.
Yeah,
I think they got away. I think, I'm not sure because that was his problem. That wasn't my problem. That was his problem to solve. I just saved his life. That's all I did.
Okay, and there was an attempted kidnapping on you as well.
Yes, well, the kidnapping come with the game. Gunplay, kidnapping, jealousy, and all the things you just named. So I peeped game with binoculars, saw them coming, and spent up off them people like New Edition, and they couldn't catch me.
They actually chased you?
Yes, they chased me.
Okay.
And I end up running in a hospital, ducking behind some stuff, and by the grace of God, I got away.
I mean, was that the most serious situation you had gotten into?
No, I've been shot up before.
So you actually got hit?
Yes.
Okay, what was that situation about?
Well, they didn't shoot me for fun. They shot me because they was trying to take me out. I got 6 holes in my body because of that. And I made it. I'm a winner. I'm a survivor. I'm here.
Well, can you put me in that situation? Like, what exactly happened?
I pulled up to my mom's house. A guy speak to me. Next thing I know, them guns going off. And then they spent off. They took off. And I end up going to the hospital, been in the hospital for about a week or two. And had to rehab and had to wear a colostomy bag and all that old stuff.
Damn.
Mm-hmm. That was a shitty deal.
Yeah, literally. Sorry, did you recover from that though?
Yes, I'm back.
Okay. So this happened right in front of your mother's house?
Yes, it did.
Was your mother in the house?
She was.
So she saw you get shot?
She did not see me get shot.
But she heard you get shot?
She heard me get shot. Mm-hmm.
So your mother's probably screaming and freaking out and...
Well, when she opened the door, she thought I was playing because you got to realize I'm a real comedian, man. So she thought I was popping firecrackers. When I ring the doorbell, she's like, "Oh, I hear you popping them firecrackers." I'm like, "No, Mom, I've been shot." And she didn't believe me till I laid on the floor, and I thought I was out of here.
Okay, the guys who tried to kill you, you knew who they were?
I do not. To this day, I don't know who shot me.
Really?
I've heard rumors of where it's supposed to came from, but I can't confirm it.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, the streets talk, but ain't nobody claiming nothing. I mean, because
especially since
if they claim it, trust me, they got problems.
Okay. And along the way, your friends are getting killed as well.
I've had several people, associate friends and family members that end up getting murdered in the game. It come with the game.
I mean, when you got shot yourself, was there a serious, thought process of, I may need to just get out of this. Let me just move somewhere away from here because clearly this is happening in my home city. People know who I am. You know what I'm saying? Like, people I know are getting kidnapped. There's a kidnapping against me. Like, why not just take the money and just go to California or go out of the country?
All that sounds nice, but that ain't real. Because when you're getting real money and grand theft money, you want some more money. So they got guns, I got guns. I got caught off my square. Anybody can get caught off their square. You know, they didn't succeed and the show must go on. Big wheels keep turning.
Okay. And there was an interesting deal you had, I think, in Pennsylvania, where it was $1 million drug deal.
That's true.
Tell me about the guy who actually pulled up to collect the money.
I mean, it'll never be another situation to top that one, man. This man rolls up to me to buy 50 keys of cocaine with $1 million cash and a 600 Benz with rims on it. I couldn't believe it. I mean,
did it say drug dealer on the license plate also, or
I think he had a flash a cape on too that say look what I do. For real, man. So anyway, the deal went through. It was incredible. I couldn't believe it. He paid for the drugs. He put the 50 keys in his trunk and he drove off into the sunset.
Right. This was in the hood where you guys are doing the deal.
This was in the hood. It was unbelievable. He made it. He a good guy. Man, kudos to you, my man. You're a good guy. Much respect.
Okay. So at the height of your operation, you're making $25 million a year?
That's what the feds claimed I was making. You know I made at least $26 million.
Okay. And you had private jets?
I rode private jets. I didn't own
You
one.
didn't own any private jets? Okay.
That's before people really know about them PJs. You know, I was ahead of my time.
Okay. But with your plug being in Mexico, are you actually going out there and meeting with them, or they just bring it all over here?
I definitely went out there to meet with them. Definitely sat down with the heads of cartels, worked out the deal, got it back, sold it, gave them their money, and kept the boat afloat.
I mean, when people watch Narcos and they see how the Mexican cartels operate and so forth, and all the murder and everything else that occurs, how accurate is that from your point of view?
I never got into the murder part of it. I could just speak from my own reality. To me, I was a narco, I was a kingpin, and I kept the violence to a minimum. You know, I wasn't no pushover, but you know, I definitely know how to take care of some business. And so, because you can't beef and get money, beef and bring heat. And so, you know, I dealt with people that want to get money. And, you know, and even when people that get money, you know, gunplay is inevitable. It's going to happen.
Well, I mean, what happens along the way? You know, when you get a package and then things happen, the police bust, and confiscate a bunch of your product, or someone rips you off, or, someone you sent, who you fronted ends up, losing it or whatever else. I mean, things go wrong in this game all the time. It's not like you can call the police and report stolen property, and the cartel guys want their money. It doesn't really matter to them what happened to you, right?
Yeah, I mean, I agree. That's a great, you have great insight. That's how it goes. So you pay the bill. I have a story in my book where, I paid a $2 million bill for somebody.
$2 million bill?
American money.
Okay, because they lost the shipment?
A whole lot got lost. I just know I took the responsibility, but it wasn't nothing. I paid $2 million, I made $50 million. So that was a good trade-off, wasn't it?
Yeah. I mean, at the height, how much cash did you have? At your very height?
I get that question asked all the time, and I don't want to just do too much, but okay. I just say that I very easily was an 8-figure guy.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because 9-figure, you had to be in the 100 million category. So I surpassed 10 million easily, and I was less than 100 million.
What was the most ostentatious thing that you ever bought? Just the most over-the-top item, period.
I bought a $250,000 watch.
Really? What kind of watch was that?
It was a Chopard.
Okay.
Yeah. Top
Chopard.
notch. It was a beast.
Okay.
Yeah. So I had one of my friends, I told him I paid $250,000 for the watch. And he told me that before he paid $250,000 for a watch, he'll hire somebody to walk behind him and yell out the time.